and numbers of solutions, the number of solutions that an equation will have. So I want you to look at the equation set in number 1. So this is out of the Ready Workbook Volume 1. This is page 248 in lesson 11, if you're interested in following along. In set number 1, we have 3 equations. We have 4x equals 8, x equals 9, and 5x equals 20. And we know when solving multi-step equations, so what we have already been doing, that when I have 4x equals 8, I'm going to divide by 4 on both sides to cancel out. 4x is multiplication, so to cancel that out, we are going to divide by 4 on both sides. We are left with 1x, or x, and 8 divided by 4 is 2. So in that case, x equals 2. The last equation, 5x equals 20. We're going to divide by 5 on both sides to undo, or the inverse operation of multiplying by 5. And we're left with 1x, or x equals 4. Okay, so we have x equals 2, x equals 9, x equals 4 for all of these equations. And what do you notice about that? So we have a letter, and it doesn't necessarily have to be x. It could be any letter, but we have a variable that equals one number. It either equals 2, and that is the only number that x can represent. That's the only number that would work in that equation. We have x equals 9, so 9 is the only solution to that equation. And then we have x equals 4, meaning 4 is the only answer that would make the left and right side of that equation equal and make that equation true. All right? And that's what those are the types of equations that we've been solving already, is one solution, meaning there's only one number that the variable could represent to make the equation true. But now we're going to talk about, so in set number 2, these equations have no solution. So there is no number that would make the left and the right side of this equation true, meaning there is no number that would work for the solution to this equation. So the first one is y plus 1 equals y plus 4. All right, so if we were to continue solving that equation, all right, so the left and the right side are both simplified, meaning you can't combine y and 1, and you can't combine y and 4. So then we need to get variables to one side. We need to get the letter to one side of the equation. And to cancel out or undo a positive y, we're going to subtract y on both sides of the equation. But look what happens. The y's, or the variables, cancel out on both sides of the equation. And then we're just left with 1 equals 4. But that's not a true statement. 1 does not equal 4. 4 does not equal 1. So this is not a true statement. So there is no solution. When your variables or your letters cancel out on both sides of your equation and you're left with a statement that's not true, two numbers that do not equal each other, there is no solution. There is no number that's going to make that you put in for your variable that's going to make the left and the right side of that equation work. And I'm just going to do one more quick example. The 3y plus 4 equals the 3y minus 2. So let's talk about this one now. Okay, so the left and right side of this, both sides of this equation, the left and the right side, are simplified as far as they can go. So we need to get the variable to one side of the equation. And to do that, we're going to do the opposite of a positive 3y, which is subtract, or negative 3y. Okay, same thing. The variables on each side of your equation cancel out, and you're left with 4 equals negative 2. And once again, 4 does not equal negative 2. Negative 2 does not equal 4. So there is no solution or no number that is going to work for that equation or make the left and the right side of that equation equal each other. Now, you don't have to continue solving the equation if you see these types of things and are able to recognize it. So let me show you what I'm talking about. In the first one, the y's are the same, so the variable terms are the same in the first equation, but the constants are not. So you have a constant of 1 and a constant of 4 on either side of that equal sign. Well, you can't take a number, let's say y equals 10. You can't take 10 and add 1, which is 11, and expect that to equal 10 plus 4, which is 14. That won't work. Okay, let's look at the next equation. On the next one, you have 2y that is the same, but then your constants are both different, 3 and 5. Well, you can't take a number, multiply it by 2, and add 3 and expect that to be the same as multiplying by 2 and adding 5. So that won't work. There's no number that will work for. That's why there is no solution to these three equations. You have 3y and 3y in the next set, but then the constants, again, are different. So a positive 4 and a negative 2. There's no solution that will work for those equations. Okay. The third set, I want you to notice what you have here. You've got 2z plus 3 equals 2z plus 3. Z minus 7 equals z minus 7. And 3z plus 12 equals 3z plus 12. Okay, well let's, same thing we did last time. Let's just break this down and see what's happening here. So we have 2z plus 3 equals 2z plus 3. All right, well, 2z plus 3, you can't combine those. So the left and right side of that equation is as simplified as possible. But we need to move the variables to one side. So to do that, I'm going to do the opposite of a positive 2z, which is negative or minus. My variable terms, once again, are going to cancel out on both sides. And I'm left with 3 equals 3. That is a true statement. 3 does equal 3. So if you come out, if the variable terms cancel out on both sides, and you are left with a true statement, two numbers that do equal each other, that means the answer to that equation, or the number of solutions to that equation, is infinitely many solutions, meaning every number would work. Every number can be multiplied by 2 and add 3 to it. And if you do the exact same thing again on the right side of that equation, it's going to, the left and right side of the equation will equal each other. So this is, this is an infinite number of solutions, or infinitely many solutions. All right, I'll do the, I'll do one more just to show you. So z minus 7 equals z minus 7. Moving the variables to one side. So I'm going to subtract z on both sides. Variable terms cancel out. I'm left with negative 7 equals negative 7. Because that is a true statement, I know that every number, all real numbers would work for this equation.